So, Jason Rubin, basically, this is what you'll see. Naughty Dog co-founder Nintendo irrelevant as a hardware manufacturer, says Jason Rubin. Now, people think Naughty Dog, and they think like quality games like Uncharted and stuff like that. Well, Mr. Rubin had nothing to do with those. He left Naughty Dog years ago, actually, and sunk THQ. This is the Jason Rubin that we're supposed to listen to his opinion on whether Nintendo was relevant or not as a hardware manufacturer. He says it's a crime that we do not play Nintendo games on the systems we have. Which comes back to the old question: should Nintendo be making games or sourcing out their big franchises like Mario and Zelda to other platforms? No, they shouldn't. Out of all the three systems that are out there, Nintendo is the one that has been able to and will continue to sell their systems and do well with limited third-party support. Something that would not be possible with the Xbox or the PlayStation. No matter what iteration you're thinking of, PlayStation 2 and 3 didn't make it on a lot of their exclusives. They made it on a lot of their third-party support. That's what got these systems up and going in the first place. Nintendo has always been on their own systems. That's why you see more Nintendo bundles. You see more like Zelda bundles and Wii U sports bundles and Mario bundles and stuff like that. And the Nintendo system usually comes into its own 2 to 3 years in when they've got a lot of their solid own first-party games out there. Third-party games that come from Nintendo, great. That come into Nintendo, that's great. But honestly, what Nintendo does best is first-party gaming. People don't buy Nintendo to play Call of Duty Black Ops. They buy Nintendo system because they want to play Mario, because they want to play Zelda, because they want to play Donkey Kong, because they want to play Super Smash Brothers, because they want to play Wii Party. They're not buying it for third-party games. Rubin doesn't get that, and Rubin doesn't get a lot, obviously, because if he did, well, THQ would still be around. And Crash Bandicoot wouldn't have been sold off the way it was. That was under his watch. Nintendo is the only system that can last on its exclusive titles. Look at the other consoles, if you will, and you'll see that a lot of the games that you're going to be playing on each one, whether it's the PS4 or the Xbox One, are crossover multi-platform games that you can play on either system. Xbox is unfortunately, though, worse off when it comes to the exclusive titles because they don't have a lot. And the one that they're betting everything on right now is Titanfall. Titanfall is basically their Halo for the Xbox One, so hopefully it works out for them. With the amount of gamers that grabbed up the PS4, you can bet the farm that Titanfall 2 is going to be a multi-platform game in the very least. It's not going to be an exclusive to the Xbox like this one was. EA realized the mistake that they made with going exclusive with some of this Xbox content right now, because it's not working out the way that they thought it was going to do. EA is a fickle customer. This is a company that's been considered the worst gaming company out there, the worst company in America, actually. And they got that from a lot of the mistakes that they made. They're the ones that went behind and supported the Wii U for about 3 games, didn't see that they're getting the money that they wanted to come back, and they said they would come back when Wii U was a viable console. Now, Nintendo doesn't need EA. However, the PS4 and the Xbox One need EA. They need companies like that because a lot of the stuff isn't done in-house. It's farmed out. And that's great. That doesn't make either system worse than the other. It just means that Jason Rubin's comments were ignorant and not well thought out. Anybody that says, well, maybe it's time for Nintendo to stop making hardware and just making games for other companies really doesn't get Nintendo, and they probably haven't been gaming for very long. And if they have, and they're like Jason Rubin, they're just so afraid of touch right now that it's ridiculous. And that's what I gotta say, basically. Nintendo is the system that you buy to play Nintendo games. You're not buying a Wii U so that you can play FIFA. You're buying a Wii U so that you can play Mario, so that you can play Zombie U, so that you can play Nintendo Land. That's why you buy a Wii U. So it is a crime that we have to listen, and that any acknowledgement is put into the words of Jason Rubin. Let's hope he ends up eating his words, and sooner or later EA wants to crawl back to Nintendo, but let's hope that Nintendo makes EA pay for it. That's my thoughts on gaming right now. I'm seeming heavily Nintendo defensive recently, and it's not my meaning to come across as either fanboyish or defensive of one company over another. It just, when I tend to be the guy that comes out and picks up for who's getting picked on. And if this was Xbox getting picked on right now, or PS4 getting picked on right now, with idiotic comments like that, I'd be saying the same thing, just so you know. But right now, I'm excited to see what the Wii U has coming, and I'm glad that it's out there. Jason Rubin and EA should remember that they're around right now because Nintendo saved their ass and got gaming back where it should be in the first place. Sony's got the PlayStation 4 right now because Nintendo made a huge mistake when they were working with them. And I'm glad Nintendo made that mistake, because we have the PlayStation now. Microsoft came out because that mistake made the PlayStation, which became very popular, and they made their system. So it all comes back to good old Mario Company that has been innovating for years. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you agree. Comment down below. Hit the like button, and please, if you like the video, share it on Google+, and hopefully we can get. We're looking for 250 subscribers, and who knows, when I get to 250, maybe contest time. Thanks a lot for watching, and for me right now, it is time for tea.